So I was recently having a conversation about success and how you can effectively put yourself in a position to be successful. And what I gained from that conversation was so impactful for me that I just wanted to make a quick video, share the conversation with you, share my takeaway. And if you can even get a fraction of value out of this, I think that's a win. So this conversation I was having was with my personal trainer, and it was about overcoming obstacles, achieving goals, setting goals. And although the conversation was centered around personal training and fitness, I think it's applicable to everyday life, which is why I want to share it with you all. So one of the reasons I hired a personal trainer was because growing up and through my early 20s, I had never gotten formal training or proper guidance in terms of being in the gym, lifting weights. I had always been active, grew up being an athlete, so I was always quote unquote active, but I had never really taken to the gym and had, working out be my outlet. It was always either basketball or some other sport, mostly basketball. It was basketball. But I had never been serious about following a program or a regimen. Everything I had done up until now in the gym was sporadic. Stay motivated for a few weeks or maybe a month and then not for a few weeks. That didn't really get me any results, and I stayed pretty stagnant in terms of my ability, the exercises I could do, the amount of weight I could move. Never really saw a difference or really feeling stronger, the things that I wanted. So I identified this as the issue, and that's part of the reason I hired a trainer. So I didn't necessarily need someone to wake me up, get me motivated. I didn't need someone calling me at 6 a.m. and say, hey, listen, get up, get your ass to the gym. That's not necessarily what I needed. I needed someone who could provide me the system, the formal guidance, formal training, so that I could take that system, implement it, in a way that works for me, and then get those results that I wanted. What I needed help with was what I do once I get to the gym, not so much, the motivation of waking up and getting there. I needed help with the system, the program, the actual work. I've been working with my trainer for several months, seen some positive results, feel good, and the conversation we had the other day sparked this video, so that kind of lays the groundwork for what I'm talking about today. So this conversation we had, it was a progress, check-in call. This particular conversation, he said to me, remove the barriers between you and your success. Giving you a few seconds to let that sink in. So up until now, up until 4 months ago, I would go to the gym, get in there, and then I would have to think about, what exercises to do, how much weight to do, what to do next. I would be spending time in the gym looking up workouts or thinking about what to do. So that not only wasted time that I could have been working out, but it also just ruining fluid and having a plan and having a structure to your workout. Not a very good strategy. That was a barrier between me and, this success being, my physical goals, what I wanted to accomplish physically. So what I did was hire a personal trainer, someone to give me feedback, someone to give me guidance, someone to teach me how to do the exercises, someone to give me the exercises to do, in what order, for how long. Someone to show me how to correctly perform the exercises, and give me feedback that I can trust, but also someone to give me the system so now I can just show up to the gym, check my phone, I have the workout, I have the order, I have the timing, I have, the rep ranges, the weight, I have everything I need. So I now had someone who had created a custom program based off my abilities, my needs, my goals, the goals that I had shared with him, the goals I had stated. He gives me the workouts, he gives me the program, I show up, I do it, I don't have to think about it anymore. So I'm in the gym, I do my thing, and I'm out. I'm not, looking at my phone, I'm not trying to think of what to do, I'm not wasting time doing that. I can just focus now on the actual workout. That way it's more intense, I'm more focused, and I can get it done quicker and more effectively, obviously. That barrier is now completely removed. So, this is just taken off of my plate now. It's not something I have to think about, not something I have to focus on. So that hang up, right, like getting in the gym and not knowing what to do, I completely removed that barrier by hiring the trainer who can provide me with the custom program, the custom system, give me the guidance I need, give me the feedback I need. So that takes thinking, wasting time, searching, that takes that off my plate. So now I can just focus on the workout, the program, what is actually going to get me towards my, desired outcome. And our conversation continued when we talk about nutrition. So obviously, I think everyone knows what's healthy and what's not, right? You know what you should be putting in your body and what you shouldn't. Consistent. We all have our choices, we all have our preferences, but you know what's good for you and what's not good for you. I want to make sure that my progress in the gym isn't stunted by what I do outside of the gym. So I want to make sure that I'm putting myself in a position to benefit from the work I'm doing by not indulging and destroying by putting the wrong things in my body. To remove that barrier, the one standing in the way of, the success I want to see and the success that I need, I just needed to completely remove the option. When it comes to nutrition and buying food for myself, if I buy sweets, if I buy ice cream, if I buy candy, and it's in my house, I'm gonna eat it eventually. But if I don't buy it, it's not readily available. It's not really an option. Now, if I want candy or sweets, I have to make that conscious decision. I have to get in my car, drive to the store, buy it, and then eat it. So along the way there's some decisions, there's some thought, and there's some effort that I have to put in if it is really, in fact, what I want to do. And if it is, I'll have to go through those 3 or 4 or 5 decisions to get there. And if I get there and I'm still all in, I want the candy, by that point, I've really decided that I do want it. So by removing that option from consideration, by not buying the candy in the first place, I now have to go out of my way to do something that wouldn't necessarily benefit me or wouldn't necessarily move me closer to my success. And this can be applied to anything in life. This is just my example with the fitness and with the nutrition. So that was just my example. Hope that made sense. Hope you got a little something out of it. Look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks, guys.